Not all coins are what they seem. Some were spent without a second thought. Yet they're worth thousands, even millions today, hidden in drawers, jars, and pockets. Are pieces of history waiting to be discovered. At Rare Coins, we uncover the real value, the truth behind the hype, and the coins collectors would do anything to own. Welcome to Rare Coins. It's one of the newest Lincoln cents in circulation, and yet, it's already made its mark in modern coin collecting. The 2010 Die Obverse, or DDO, is one of those rare modern errors that can turn a simple penny into a high-value find. At first glance, it's just a shiny copper-plated zinc cent with the new shield reverse design, the design that replaced the Lincoln Memorial in 2010, but the real magic is hiding on the front. This variety shows clear doubling on the date, the letters in Liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." And depending on which die variety you find, the doubling can be dramatic enough to spot with the naked eye, or subtle enough to need a magnifier. Why does this matter? Because doubling like this is not damage. It's a genuine mint variety, caused during die production, and collectors pay serious money for sharp examples. Now, a little history. In 2010, the U.S. Mint switched to the shield reverse to honor Lincoln's legacy and symbolize the Union. Denver struck over $2 billion 2010 D since that year, but only a small fraction came from double Die Obverse dies. These rare errors slipped unnoticed into circulation, mixed in with billions of regular coins. Let's talk numbers. In circulated condition, minor DDO examples can bring $5 to $15. Stronger examples, in uncirculated MS64 to MS65, red can sell for $50 to $150. The best of the best, blazing red MS67 certified coins with dramatic doubling, have crossed the $500 to $700 range at auction. One standout example sold through eBay for $690 in 2021, proving that even modern cents can still command big prices when the variety is right. And don't forget the basics. The 2010 D shield cent weighs 2.5 grams, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. That lightweight feel is your reminder that modern cents are zinc-based, so any damage or cleaning will quickly ruin the coin's value. So how do you spot one? Start with Liberty. That's where many collectors first notice a split in the letters or shadow-like doubling. Then check the date, especially the 2, 0, and 1, for signs of separation in the lines. Finally, inspect "In God We Trust," as heavy doubling in the motto can be a dead giveaway. You'll need a good 10x to 20x jeweler's loupe, or better yet, a USB microscope so you can take clear images. Remember, true doubling is crisp and matches the coin's strike. Machine doubling is flat and shelf-like and carries little to no premium. Where can you find them? Your best bet is bank-wrapped rolls from 2010, coin-counting machine rejects, and bulk lots of pennies sold by weight. Many collectors overlook modern shield cents entirely, meaning the treasure is still out there for sharp-eyed hunters. If you find one, handle it carefully by the edges, store it in a non-PVC flip, and consider sending high-grade pieces to PCGS or NGC for grading. Certified DDOs not only bring higher prices, but also sell much faster to serious collectors. And here's a buying tip. If you're looking to purchase rather than hunt, stick to coins with strong, clear doubling and full red color. Avoid spotted, toned, or cleaned examples unless you're paying a heavy discount. On eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, check recent sold listings, not just asking prices, to see what collectors are truly paying. The 2010 DDO is a reminder that even the newest coins can have collectible value. You don't have to dig through silver coins from the 1800s to find something special. Sometimes the rare variety is hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket change. So next time you see a shield cent dated 2010 with a Denver mint mark, grab your loupe and take a close look. That tiny bit of doubling could be your ticket to a coin worth hundreds. At Rare Coins, our mission is simple. We bring you real, authentic coin knowledge. Without hype, without clickbait, but always with the thrill of discovery. If you're a serious collector, buyer, or investor, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the coins that actually matter. And remember, the next great find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Imagine pulling a shiny 2014 D penny from your change and discovering it's worth far more than 1 cent. No, it's not made of silver or gold. The real value comes from a rare mint variety, the 2014 D Double Die Obverse, or DDO. This is one of the most desirable modern errors in the Lincoln Shield Cent series. And yet, millions of Americans have handled one without even realizing it. The doubling is subtle in some examples, dramatic in others, but the right piece in top condition can turn that small copper-plated zinc disc into a collector's prize. Let's set the stage. By 2014, the Lincoln Shield Cent had been in production for 4 years, replacing the old Memorial Reverse in 2010. At the Denver Mint, over 4 billion Lincoln cents were struck that year. But here's the twist. Only a small number came from obverse dies that had been incorrectly hubbed, creating the double die variety. On the 2014 DDO, you can find doubling in several key places: the date, especially the 2 and 4, the letters in Liberty, and sometimes the motto "In God We Trust." Under magnification, the doubling appears as a clear separation in the lines of the letters and numbers, not the flat shelf-like distortion you see in machine doubling. This is real mint-created variety, and collectors pay accordingly. How much? In average circulated condition, mild doubling might only bring $5 to $10, but sharp, uncirculated examples graded MS64 to MS65 red often fetch $40 to $120, and the finest certified coins with strong, visible doubling and blazing. Original red surfaces can climb into the $300 to $500 range. One particularly clean MS67 red sold for $495 in 2022 on Great Collections, proving that even modern coins can bring serious money when the variety is rare. A quick technical note: the 2014 D Shield Cent weighs 2.5 grams and is composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. That light weight is your reminder. These coins are not solid copper like pre-1982 cents, and they're easily damaged if mishandled. Any cleaning or spotting will instantly lower collector value. So how do you spot one? Start with Liberty. Look for split serifs and doubling on the vertical strokes. Check the date closely, especially the 2 and 4, where separation lines are most obvious. Finally, scan "In God We Trust" for any shadow-like doubling. The difference between a $10 coin and a $300 coin often comes down to the strength and clarity of this doubling. You'll want a 10x to 20x loop, or even better, a USB microscope for detailed inspection and photography. Compare your coin to known examples on resources like Variety, Vista, or Copper Coins to confirm it's the real deal. Where can you find these? While it's been over a decade since 2014, bankrolls and coin-counting machine rejects are still your best hunting grounds. Many collectors ignore Shield Cents entirely, meaning these treasures often slip past unnoticed. You can also check bulk penny lots sold by weight. They're often unsearched. If you land a high-grade piece, handle it only by the edges, store it in a non-PVC flip, and consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A certified label with 1 DDO not only proves authenticity, but also increases resale value dramatically. For buyers, here's a tip. Stick to coins with full red luster and strong doubling. Avoid spotted or toned coins unless they're deeply discounted. Always check recent sold prices on eBay, heritage auctions, and Great Collections. Asking prices can be wildly inflated, but sold listings tell you the true market value. The 2014 D Double Die Obverse is proof that even in our modern era, with advanced minting technology, mistakes still happen, and when they do, they become instant collectibles. It's a coin that connects the everyday world of pocket change with the high-stakes world of numismatic treasure hunting. So the next time you're sorting pennies, don't overlook those modern Shield Cents. That plain-looking 2014 D might just have a secret worth hundreds. At Rare Coins, our mission is to bring you the truth about coin. No hype, no clickbait, just authentic knowledge and the thrill of real discovery. If you're a serious collector, investor, buyer, or seller, subscribe now so you never miss a chance to uncover the coins that truly matter. And remember, your next great find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Imagine Finding a penny from 2017 and realizing it's the very first Philadelphia minted cent in over 2 centuries to actually carry the letter by mint mark. Already historic, some, but what if yours also has a rare mint variety that collectors will pay hundreds for? That's exactly the case with the 2017 P double Die Obverse, or DDO. It's a coin that combines a once-in-a-lifetime historical first with a minting error, a combination that always gets the attention of serious collectors and investors. Let's set the scene. For over 225 years, coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint never carried a P mint mark, with a couple of exceptions on wartime, nickels and modern dollars. But in 2017, to celebrate the U.S. Mint's 225th anniversary, the Lincoln Shield cent struck in Philadelphia finally got its P. Billions of coins were minted, making it a common sight in your change. But among those billions, a tiny fraction came from dies that had been improperly hubbed, resulting in a double Die Obverse. On the 2017 PDDO, you'll want to examine Liberty, the date, and the motto "In God We Trust." Look for clear separation lines, split serifs, and a shadow-like doubling, the telltale signs of a true doubled die, not the flat shelf-like distortion of machine doubling. Strong examples are dramatic enough to be spotted even without magnification if you know exactly what to look for. Now let's talk value. In average circulated condition, mild doubling might sell for $5 to $15. But once you get into uncirculated red examples, graded MS64 to MS65, red bus prices often jump to the $50 to $125 range. Coins with blazing red luster, no visible marks, and dramatic doubling can reach $200 to $350. The current record for a top grade 27 P DDO is $360, achieved in a PCGS MS67. Red example sold through. Great collections in 2023. For the record, this penny weighs 2.5 grams, made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating, just like other post-1982 cents. It's a lightweight, soft coin, meaning it scratches easily and spotting can develop quickly if not stored properly. Where can you find them? Start with pocket change. Yes, really. 2017 P cents are still circulating in huge numbers. Your next best bet is bankrolls. Order a 25 box of cents from your bank and search each roll carefully. Coin counting machine reject bins, estate sale coin jars, and unsearched bulk lots are also worth checking. Many casual collectors pulled a few 2017 P cents when they were new, not knowing about the DDO variety, so their saved coins might be worth far more than a cent today. When searching, a 10x to 20x loop is your best friend. Check Liberty first, then scan the date. The 2 and 7 are prime doubling spots on the strongest varieties. Finally, inspect In God We Trust, where the doubling can appear most dramatic. If you find a strong example in high grade, handle it by the edges only. Place it in a non-PVC flip or an airtight capsule, and consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A certified 2017 PDDO label will immediately boost credibility and value when selling. Buying tips? Avoid coins that have been cleaned, spotted, or damaged. Those flaws crush the value. Always check completed sales, not just asking prices on eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections to know the real market. And if you're investing, go for coins with both strong doubling and high red luster. These are the ones most likely to appreciate. The 2017 P double Die Obverse represents a rare overlap, a modern coin with historical importance and a genuine mint variety. It's proof that even in an era of advanced minting technology, errors slip through, and when they do, they can become instant collector favorites. So next time you see that small P mint mark on a 2017 cent, remember, and it's already a one-year-only design. But if you spot the doubling, you might just be holding one of the most desirable modern pennies of the last decade. At Rare Coins, we give you the real story behind coins, and no hype, no clickbait, just the facts and the thrill of discovery. If you're a collector, investor, buyer, or seller, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to find your own hidden treasure. And who knows, your next great coin might already be in your pocket. Imagine checking your change from a grocery store run and spotting an ordinary-looking 2018 D penny. At first glance, it's just another Lincoln Shield cent. Billions of them were struck. But what if, under closer inspection, You realize the lettering and date showed doubling. You could be holding a rare modern variety that's quietly been bringing serious premiums for those who know how to spot it. The 2018 Die Obverse, or DDO, is one of those coins that proves rare finds aren't just buried in antique coin jars. They can still turn up in everyday transactions. Let's start with the basics. The 2018 D cent was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the small d just below the date on the obverse. In that year alone, the Denver Mint struck over 4.8 billion Lincoln Shield cents. So yes, it's common, unless you find the right kind. The double die obverse happens when the design elements on the working die are misaligned during hubbing, creating a second, slightly shifted impression. Every coin struck from that die will have the same doubling, making it a collectible variety rather than a random one-off error. On the 2018 DDO, you'll want to check the motto "In God We Trust," the word liberty, and the date. Look for split serifs notching, and a clear shadow effect, not just thick letters. Real doubled dies show rounded, raised doubling that's part of the coin's design itself, not flat machine doubling that looks pressed down. Now for the exciting part, value. In circulated condition, minor doubling. Examples may sell for $3 to $10, but in uncirculated red grades, especially MS65 and higher, prices often range from $25 to $75. Coins with dramatic, unmistakable doubling and perfect red luster can push $150 to $250, with the current auction high for a certified MS67 red example hitting $275 through great collections in late 2023. The coin's weight is the same as other modern small cents, 2.5 grams, made of a zinc core with a thin copper plating. This means they're prone to spotting and surface damage. So condition preservation is key. Where can you find them? Start with bank rolls. Order them in bulk from your bank. Coin counting machine reject trays, pocket change from cash transactions, and even coin jars in the house are worth checking. Garage sales, flea markets, and estate sales sometimes have small coin stashes that were never searched for varieties. And because 2018 isn't far in the past, uncirculated rolls from that year can still be found online at reasonable prices. Perfect hunting grounds for high-grade DDOs. When searching, a 10x or 20x magnifier is essential. Start with Liberty. The B and E are often the most obvious on stronger varieties. Then check In God We Trust, where doubling tends to be most dramatic. And finally, inspect the date, especially the 2 and 8. If you find one in high grade, handle it carefully by the edges, place it in a non-PVC flip or an airtight capsule, and consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Having 2018 DDO on a slab label will give you instant market credibility when selling. Buying tips? Skip coins with corrosion, fingerprints, or dull brown color unless the doubling is extreme. Those issues drag down the value. Always cross-check with completed sales on eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections to know what buyers are actually paying, not just what sellers are asking. And if you're looking to invest, target coins that combine both strong doubling and top-grade luster. The 2018 D double die obverse might be a modern penny, but it's a reminder that the U.S. Mint still produces collectible varieties, even in an age of precision machinery. They're out there in circulation, waiting for the right set of eyes to discover them. So next time you see a 2018 D cent, don't dismiss it as just another penny. A quick inspection could reveal one of the most desirable modern shield cent varieties in recent years, and it might just pay you back hundreds of times over its face value. At Rare Coins, we uncover the truth behind the coins that matter. No hype, no clickbait, just the real stories and values. If you're a serious collector, investor, buyer, or seller, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because your next coin find could already be in your pocket. If you find one in excellent condition, hold it only by the edges to avoid fingerprints. Store it in a non-PVC flip or an airtight capsule. For maximum value, send it to a grading service like PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Seeing 2017 DDO on a slab label instantly gives buyers confidence. Buying tips? Avoid coins with obvious corrosion, heavy scratches, or dull brown toning unless the doubling is extreme and rare. If you're purchasing online, always insist on clear, close-up photos of the doubling, and check past sales on eBay or heritage auctions to make sure you're paying a fair price. The best investments are coins that combine strong doubling with top-notch red luster. The 2017 D doubled. Die Obverse may not be as famous as older doubled dies like the 1955 or 1972 cents, but it's a modern variety with growing collector interest. As more collectors build complete Lincoln Shield variety sets, demand for high-grade 2017 D DDOs will only go up. So next time you get change, don't just toss those pennies in a jar. One quick look could reveal a double die worth far more than its face value. A coin that turns ordinary pocket change into an exciting numismatic find. At Rare Coins, we bring you the truth behind the coins that matter. No hype, no clickbait, just the real stories and the real values. If you're a serious collector, investor, buyer, or seller, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Your next great coin find might already be sitting in your pocket.